Yo, what's up, my dudes and dudettes? This is Byron here, and welcome to the 60th episode of What's Going On with Triple B Life. Now, this is actually a very special episode because not only that I went to Charlotte, but I had also just reached 3,600 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And with that being said, thank you so much for 3,600 subscribers. And also, as you all know, I'm back home in Cincinnati, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but I had a really good time in Charlotte, North Carolina. Had a lot of fun, and I just want to show you guys certain things that I got while I was there, as well as West Virginia. And I'm also going to share some stories while we were there, so, and with that being said, let's just go ahead and get onto it. So, when we went to Charlotte, North Carolina, we actually had to go around Ohio, and then we went to West Virginia, and we checked out this place called the Temrack, which is an artisan center. We checked out some artisan displays there, and there's even a food court, a gift shop that we went to, and at the food court, I got to try the fried bologna sandwich, which I'm not gonna lie, but that bologna sandwich was just, it was delicious. I loved it. And then for the rest of the day, we continued going down through West Virginia, right until we got into North Carolina. And we stayed in this Airbnb, which was really nice. It was actually a lot better than the one that I stayed in down in Michigan from last year. It felt like I was in a different home. It was real nice. And they even have some cool things in their garage where they have this special quarterless arcade and even a ping pong table, so that was nice. We stayed there for almost a week, and we got to go to places like Concord Mills, which is basically a Mills mall that is basically modernized. It is owned by the Simon Property Group, and we got to check out the legacy location of Chuck E. Cheese, which is in Pineville, otherwise known as the Pineville-Matthews area, or Carmel Commons. They actually have a 3-stage there, and I'm not gonna lie, but the 3-stage is just so awesome to see, and I'm glad they kept it through the 2.0 process, which was really nice, and it was desperately needed to stay because there's just not a lot of them out there anymore. And like, most of us think that not only the Cyberemics and the garter hole animatronics deserve to be preserved, but also the 3-stage animatronics, also known as the CEI animatronics, deserve to be preserved in a lot of ways. And apparently this is one of them. And I could not thank CC Entertainment enough for doing that, even though that their focus is to put in a lot of Chuck's arcade locations, which is basically a Chuck E. Cheese for adults that's going around the US. And for those of you that don't know, they are actually continuing the 2.0 process at like the international locations. And I'm cool with it. And they are doing one legacy location, but in Willowdale, Ontario, Canada, and they're actually going to have a retro zone there. Speaking of a retro zone, there's actually one in Pineville, and that is one thing that makes Pineville extra special, and I'm glad I got to check that out as well. It's just so nostalgic, especially with the fireable songs they do. It's just awesome, and I really hope that the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics could stay for as long as they can, and even for generations to come, because honestly, they deserve to be preserved, and they deserve to live on, as they are salvaged. Other than those places that we got to check out this one place called the Uwharrie National Forest, and their mountain range is arguably the oldest on Earth, which basically explains the fact that their rocks literally look like gems. So that was cool, and we got to go hiking there, as well as a different place that we went to in North Carolina, especially near the lakes. And we got to go to Carowinds, and I rode a few rides there. We also rode other rides that we rode there, and it was a lot of fun. And we got to lay out in the sun at this water park called the Carolina Harbor Water Park. And I'm not gonna lie, but the Carolina Harbor Water Park that they have there is actually a lot better than the generic Silk City that we have at Kings Island. And I think they've done a really great job making Carowinds unique, because Carowinds is more of a Cedar Fair and a Six Flags type of park. They're more of that than Kings Island is, and that's honestly great. Even the Camp Snoopy area it's just so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. It looks way better than our version of Kings Island. It's just awesome. Like, you know, the atmosphere, the background music, and like everything else that makes Camp Snoopy more like a day camp type of area and a forest type of area featuring the Peanuts themselves. They've done a wonderful job, and I'm pretty sure that Knott's Berry Farm and Cedar Point are doing great with theirs as well, so that's awesome. And also, fun fact about Carowinds, it is actually at the border of both North Carolina and South Carolina. So we actually got to be in both North and South Carolina from time to time, so it was awesome. Like, you know, that's why Carowinds has their slogan that says, "Where the Carolinas come together." And it's true. I got my all-park passport with me as well for that, so that was honestly really cool to see. Oh, and not to mention, but for those of you that are into Hardee's, I actually got to try Hardee's, and I am not gonna lie, but I thought Hardee's is okay. I mean, it is owned by the same company as Rally's and Checkers, and even Carl Jr.'s, but honestly, regarding Hardee's, that type of fast food that I just tried is just not as interesting as I thought it would be, so I mean, hey, at least gotta try it, especially with their mascot being this cute star. Honestly, it's just awesome. But other than that, we got to check out downtown Charlotte. I am not gonna lie, but it is actually a lot cleaner than my home here. Like, it truly is, and I heard that Charlotte's a lot wealthier, which is really cool. And when we explored downtown Charlotte, we actually got to rent some scooters. And here's the thing about rented scooters. When you rent them, you basically have to rent them for about an hour, because otherwise, after a certain amount of time that you use on it, it'll not continue to run. Like, they were literally electric scooters when we rented them. So if I were you, and if you want to like rent a scooter in like any area, make sure you do it at the appropriate time and not spend too much time with it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to rent the electric scooters again, but like for another hour, just so that you can take them back to where you rented them at, like where you first picked them up. And also, we got to watch the fireworks at our Airbnb, which was really cool. And we ordered pizza from this place called Benny Favoria's, or something like that. I am not entirely sure what it's called, but like their pizzas, they're huge. It's like they are 10 times larger than the ones you get at Goodfellas. And I was just amazed by it, honestly. So yeah, I mean, we had a good time there. And before we went back home, we got to see my Uncle Jimmy and had lunch there. It was awesome, and he had this cute garden. It was just so beautiful to see. Oh, and one more thing as well before I start showing off things that I got before and after I went to North Carolina. But while we were in West Virginia on our way back to Cincinnati, we literally got pulled over because my mom's going 83 miles an hour on the road, even though she was not going at that speed limit when she passed by a sheriff. Because apparently, when you're in the mountain, a lot of police cars around the mountains have sensors, and they can actually track the amount of miles that you're going on the road, and apparently that occurred to us. So yeah, we got pulled over, and like when we were pulled over, I had to stay quiet and calm, and I had to watch the entire process of what it's like getting pulled over by the cops. But luckily, we did not get a ticket or a citation, and then after that, we just went off, and yeah. That was just weird. So yeah, we literally had a good time. That was actually my college graduation trip that I went on. It was a blast, and yeah, I'm really glad that I went there, and it was something I've been wanting to do for a while. Oh, and not to mention, going to the legacy location of Chug E. Cheese was something that I actually wanted to do. Like, that was the main thing, other than the other things that we would do, because, you know, just checking out a legacy location is just really cool. Especially if you're a Chug E. Cheese adult, basically, so that was nice. So yeah, those are just some of my stories that I have regarding my time in Charlotte, North Carolina. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I got, which I actually did, and let's start off by showing you guys some simple things I got. So right before we went to Charlotte, North Carolina, I actually bought something from Kings Island, and it is basically hot sauce. And yes, believe it or not, some theme parks actually do sell their hot sauces in gift shops. And I bought one that is actually called the Carolina Reaper hot sauce. I've literally tried it, and I am not gonna lie, but it is spicy sauce. So if you want to try this, taste it at your own risk. And when we were in Charlotte, there are some things I want to show you here. I got the shoes in here. I'll get them out actually. But so one of the first things that I bought in Charlotte was this shirt that I got. It's basically this gaming shirt right here. And I actually bought this shirt at Old Navy when we were at Concord Mills. And I'm not gonna lie, but this shirt is really cool. So I cannot wait to wear it. Let's see. So while we were at Bass Pro, we did not find any of the hiking shoes that properly fit me, so instead we bought the hiking socks. But I did buy the hiking shoes, which as a matter of fact, I think I have them somewhere. Oh, let me check, I'll be right back. Alright, so these are the hiking shoes that I bought from Dick's Sporting Goods, which is also at Concord Mills. So yeah, they fit me really well. They're size 8 and they're wide. Something I fit because I have wide feet. And yeah. Also, when we went to Carowinds, there were a few things that I wanted to get, which I did, and the merchandise I got were the following. I got this Carowinds hat from 1973. I think it's something that actually kind of fits me. It's kind of cool. And also, we bought this one shirt that is really cool. It is called the Carowinds Fury 325 shirt. Yeah, and it is literally themed to the Giga Coaster that they have at Carowinds. That looks really cool if you think about it, so it's cool to have it basically, and yeah. Oh, and there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. It is a vinyl record, and we actually bought it from the Cracker Barrel that we went to in West Virginia, and believe it or not, they do sell vinyl records, and this one vinyl record that I bought is the Purple Rain from Prince, or should I call it Prince and the Revolution? You know what I mean? Yeah. Honestly, guys, I love Prince, and I can't wait to play this on my record player, so it's awesome. So, yeah, that is all I have to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the 60th episode of What's Going On with Triple B Life. There was literally a lot of topics to talk about. I appreciate you guys so much for watching my videos, and I hope you all stay tuned for future videos come your way. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is me, Byron, the Multiple Interest Man, aka Triple B, signing off. Peace, and have a good weekend.